Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to latest edition of Brevard College women's basketball. We have a critical USA South Conference matchup coming up. We're about 14 minutes from the start of this one. Berea is in town to face off against the Brevard College Tornadoes. Berea with an impressive 14-2 overall record, 7-0 in the USA South Conference, and led by a very impressive freshman, Aliyah Hampton. She's averaging 21.6 points a game, shooting from beyond the arc at a clip of 55%. So a major emphasis for Coach Donald Hudson's squad this afternoon will be slowing down Hampton in this high-powered Berea attack. Tornadoes 5-9 overall, 3-5 in the USA South Conference. Deja Riddick, 11.9 points per game. Destiny Williams, 11.4 points per game. And also, we did receive word in the pregame that Taisha Washington will be seeing her debut for the 2019-2020 season. The exciting point guard for the Tornadoes has been out all season with a hand injury that she's been recovering from, a broken hand, and she is back and ready to go. She'll be coming off the bench at some point and seeing some minutes this afternoon, so that's exciting news for the Tornadoes, but it should be a good one. Hang with us here. 12:30 on the clock for these pregame warm-ups, and we'll be back for the pregame introductions as well as the tip-off of Berea versus Brevard coming up shortly. Thanks for joining us. About 5 minutes away from the tip-off of Berea versus Brevard, USA South Conference women's basketball action. Joined alongside by Adam Spencer. Adam, looking forward to a big one today, USA South women's basketball.
Yep, looking to be a good game.
Should be a good one. Berea coming into town, first place in the USA South West Division. A very impressive 14-2 record overall, 7-0 in the USA South Conference, and led by an exciting freshman.
Yeah, electrifying freshman. Actually, Aaliyah Hampton averaging 21.6 points a game, which is unheard of.
Yeah, and just impressive shooting percentage numbers as well, shooting 50% from the field overall, shooting over 55% from the three-point line, shooting 78% from the free throw line. So by the looks of the statistics, just a lights-out sharpshooter that the Tornadoes will have to do their best to defend.
Yes, they'll have to have an answer for her.
Berea, meanwhile, on a long winning streak coming into the Boshemer Gymnasium, winners of 9 straight. And the Tornadoes with their hands full, but talking to head coach Donald Hudson, feels like he had a very good couple days of preparation and looking to pull off the upset today and, play at their absolute finest to take care of this Berea club.
Yeah, hopefully the Tornadoes will be able to come out with a win today.
Well, very good. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of pregame introductions. Glad you're able to join us here on this broadcast. USA South women's basketball, Berea versus Brevard, coming up soon. And we will turn it over to PA announcer Ray Gill for today's pregame introductions.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father God, we just thank you for this day, Lord, and all the many blessings of this life. We thank you for these two teams and all the work that they put in to be out on the court today. And Lord, we pray that you keep all players free from injury, and at the conclusion of the game, safe travels for all their friends and family who come to watch them play, and for the teams traveling home. For it's in your precious name that we pray. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking this afternoon's starting lineups. First for the Mountaineers of Berea College. At guard, a 5'4" sophomore from Richmond, Kentucky, number 1, Bailey Hanover. At guard, a 5'9" freshman from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, number 3, Aaliyah Hampton. At forward, a 5'9" freshman from Louisville, Kentucky, number 5, Destiny Williams. At forward, a 6'1" senior from Lexington, Kentucky, number 23, Keisha Green. At guard, a 5'9" senior from Richmond, Kentucky, number 32, Brianna Lamb. Berea is coached by Trent Williams and assisted by Jeff McClain. And now the starting lineup for the Brevard College Tornadoes. At guard, a 5'5" junior from Atlanta, Georgia, number 2, Shakira Thompson. And guard, a 5'3" junior from Cherokee, North Carolina, number 5, Terry Redford. And forward, a 5'8" junior from Aiken, South Carolina, number 13, Destiny Williams. And forward, a 5'6" junior from Norfolk, Virginia, number 20, Taysha Riddick. And it's center, a 6' senior from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 21, Krista Davis. Referees are first by Mr. Bo Hudson and assisted by Ms. Taylor Hyatt.
So there you have it, the starting lineups for today's matchup, Berea versus Brevard. Berea going with Bailey Vanover, Aaliyah Hampton, Destiny Combs, Nikisha Green, and Brianna Lanham. Tornadoes, Shakira Thompson, Taryn Ledford, Destiny Williams, Deja Riddick, and Krista Davis, the starting 5. So should be a dandy here. Brevard versus Berea. Berea, one of the top teams in the USA South Conference. And we are underway here at the Boschmer Gymnasium, joined alongside by Adam Spencer. I'm Phil DeMott-Mullen. Glad to bring you this edition of USA South Conference Women's Basketball. Berea in the dark uniforms, starting off the opening tip in their half-court set. Nice defense in the lane there by Krista Davis. Offensive rebound by Berea. Now a three-pointer up and good. That's Brianna Lanham with a three-pointer to get the Mountaineers on the board early on. Tornadoes now with their first possession. Looks like Berea's in a 2-3 zone defense. Here's Taryn Ledford running the point for the Tornadoes. Thompson swings it around to Williams. Williams on the drive. Finds an open Riddick. 7 on the shot clock. Shakira from way downtown. It's no good. Missed by Shakira Thompson. Rebounded by the Mountaineers. And here comes the Mountaineers on offense. Pushing the tempo a bit. Here's Combs. And then a jumper there is no good. Rebounded by Deja Riddick. Jumper by Green off the mark. Riddick with the rebound. Ledford now running the point for the Tornadoes. Here's Williams. Thompson. Ledford. 12 on the shot clock. Now 7 on the shot clock. Pump fake and then behind the back dribble from Williams, stolen away by Hampton. Hampton, the exciting freshman, one of the top players in the USA South Conference this season. Three-pointer there is no good by Combs. Offensive rebound, another second chance opportunity, but nice defense by the Tornadoes inside. Here comes Riddick on the attack. Frantic pace early on here. 2 minutes have elapsed here at the Boshemer Gymnasium. Score 3-0. Berea on top. Williams. Here's Thompson. Ledford with a nice look inside to find Davis, but traveling violation on Krista Davis. It'll be Berea basketball. 2 minutes and 15 seconds have elapsed here. Quarter number 1. Berea 3, Brevard 0. Vanover probing. The teardrop is no good. Rebounded by Williams. Tornadoes still looking for their first basket. 2 minutes and 30 seconds have been played. Still trying to get on the board here are the Tornadoes. Here's Ledford. Thompson. Quick hands there, and then a foot out of bounds. And a early timeout on the court with 7:18 to play in quarter number 1. Kind of a frantic start here, Adam Spencer, but Tornadoes, at least defensively, doing a good job thus far keeping Berea in check.
Yeah, Tornadoes have been defensively sound, but so has Berea. Berea's done a great job of defending.
Yeah, and Berea's head coach, Trent Milby, saw something he didn't like, a quick timeout there when he had the opportunity. It's going to be Tornado ball side out. Destiny Williams will inbound it. And what has been a kind of a defensive struggle, neither team able to finish things off. Both teams seem to be a little, almost overhyped, it seems like. Here's Ledford, corner 3. It's no good, just trying to get that in before the shot clock expired. Meanwhile, nearly 3 minutes have been played here, and Tornadoes still yet to score, but just 3 points on the side of Berea. Shot there by Hampton's no good. So thus far, the Tornadoes keeping Hampton in check. Here comes Riddick on the attack. Really pushing the action, but it's going to be an offensive foul against the Tornadoes. Tornadoes turnover. Riddick, you got to like that intensity in pushing the ball that hard, but maybe just a little too much, and then the offensive foul.
Yeah, it was a good rebound by Deja. Couldn't get anything out of it in the end of it.
Open opportunity there in the finish by Vanover. So now 5-0 Berea. Vanover, another very dangerous player for Berea. Ledford. Now Berea with more of a man-to-man look. Shakira Thompson's three-pointers off the mark, and Tornado still yet to score. 6:15 to play here, quarter number 1. Berea with the 5-0 advantage. Here's Hampton, guarded by Ledford. Double team down in the low post. Tornadoes have done a good job inside defensively. Now Williams going coast to coast. It's no good, rebounded by Hampton. And now the other way, a fast break opportunity for the Mountaineers in a traveling violation against the Mountaineers. So despite the Tornadoes not scoring, and we've played 4 minutes and 8 seconds, still keeping things in check here, just a 5-point spread.
Yeah.
Ledford. Now a full court press look from Berea. Now looking to trap Destiny Williams. Williams finds an open Thompson. Thompson turnaround jumper. It's good. And there's your first points with 5:37 left to play. Quarter number 1, Shakira Thompson. Such an important part of this Tornado offense. Able to get the Brevard College Tornadoes on the board. 5-2 your score, Berea. Combs. Cross-court pass. to Lanham. Three-pointer for Hampton. She's lethal from out there, but no good. Another offensive rebound. Berea's done a good job with these second-chance opportunities, and that time they made the Tornadoes pay. Vanover with the jumper. Under 5 minutes now to play here, quarter number one. Riddick. Here's Ledford. Thompson. Into the low block to Krista Davis. Krista Davis turns, unable to finish the short jumper. 4:40 to play here, quarter number one. Here comes Berea on the attack once again. Hampton still yet to score. Jumper there by Combs. It's no good. Riddick unable to secure that rebound. And now your first substitutes of the game for Brevard. Avery Lockwood, Melvia Seymour, and Victoria Green all in the game as Krista Davis, Shakira Thompson, and Taryn Ledford head to the bench. And there's a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Victoria Green after she just checked in. Now a free throw opportunity for Destiny Combs, the freshman from Louisville, Kentucky. Bethany Williams, senior from Newport, Tennessee, has checked in for the Mountaineers. And Taisha Washington, her debut appearance of the 2019-20 season. She's come a long way recovering from a hand injury, and great to see Taisha. Taisha Washington, the junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, West Mecklenburg High School, such a critical part of this team's success, and has had a great career thus far, but has had to sit out all this season until now. And here comes Taisha Washington right out of the gates, just driving strong to the basket. You can see the energy and the excitement of Taisha getting out there, but a double dribble call, turnover Tornadoes.
Vanover with the ball for the Mountaineers. Passes it to Combs.
Yeah, Vanover, another one of those players you got to keep an eye out, and then a finish there by Combs. And Washington now running the point for the Tornadoes. Washington getting her offense organized. Here's Seymour. Washington. It's 5 on the shot clock. Washington pulls up with the 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Riddick. Nice job, Riddick, amongst the trees there to pull down that offensive rebound. Here's Victoria Green. Seymour in the corner. Back to Green, and Washington resets the offense. Meanwhile, just 7 on the shot clock in the second chance opportunity for the Tornadoes. Green lets it fly from 3. It's no good. And pulled down with the rebound. Here come the Mountaineers. And Hampton will be rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. So far the Tornadoes doing a great job keeping Hampton in check, but that time Hampton with a strong take and a trip to the free throw line.
Hampton's looking to get her first points of the game.
And you were watching Hampton a bit in those pregame warm-ups. You could tell she can shoot, huh?
Yeah. She seems to be lethal from 3.
And the numbers support that, over a 55% shooting percentage from beyond the arc. 11-2 now your score. 3 minutes to play here, quarter number one. And turnover there. The full court press really paid off that time for Berea. And now Hampton again with a trip to the free throw line, so she's starting to get more active here.
Yep. 3 minutes remain in this first quarter. Mountaineers with 11 points, Brevard with 2.
And the free throw is good from Hampton. So the 5 on the court for the Tornadoes at the moment: Seymour, Lockwood, Washington, Green, and Williams. Second free throw good as well for Hampton. Full court press again for Berea. Here's Williams. Washington. 2:45 left to play quarter number one. Seymour. Green. Here's Washington. 8 on the shot clock for the Tornadoes. Lockwood in the low block. Lockwood with an opening in and out, the short jumper. 2:25 left to play, 13-2. Berea on top. Hampton guarded by Williams.
Tornadoes' transition to defense looks to be very good in this first quarter.
Three-pointer there, no good, off the back rim. Williams fighting for the rebound. Williams still fighting for that rebound. Great job by Destiny Williams to pull away on that defensive rebound. Just that extra little bit of hustle to pull down that board. Seymour thought about dishing it to Lockwood. Now Williams is triple teamed in the paint. Takes it herself, no good. Rebounded by the Mountaineers. Here they come on the attack. They like to push the tempo. And a finish there, a fast break layup by Vanover. Bailey Vanover, the sophomore from Richmond, Kentucky. And just like that, largest leading of the afternoon for Berea, 15-2, a 13-point advantage. Tornadoes have had a real tough time offensively figuring out how to break this Berea defense. Just 2 points with 80 seconds left to play here in quarter number one. Washington, Seymour. Seymour again, back to Washington. Tornadoes swing it around. Here's Green. Washington. Washington on the attack and the finish. Count the basket and one. Taisha Washington, she's officially back now with that basket at the 105 mark of the first quarter. Great to see Taisha back in action and getting back in that scoring column. Free throw from Washington is good as well, so three-point play the old-fashioned way for Taisha Washington, and Tornadoes able to cut that deficit to 10 points here. We're under a minute to play here, quarter number one. Here's Williams. Now Hampton on the attack. Rims out. Overall, Tornadoes have done a nice job defending Hampton, the Mountaineers' leading scorer. And here comes Washington after that three-point play. See if the Tornadoes can cut into this deficit even a little further at the end of the first quarter here. Seymour back to Washington. Here's Green. 8 on the shot clock. Washington pulls up for three, just off the mark. Offensive rebound by Lockwood. Shot clock now off. 15 seconds to play. Tornadoes can hold it for a final shot here at the end of quarter number one. Try to get some momentum going into the second period. 7 seconds left. Seymour down low, trying to find Lockwood. Stolen away by Berea. Here comes Berea on the attack. Combs, pull up three, no good. And at the end of the first quarter, your score, Brevard trails Berea 15-5. Well, a frantic quarter at times. Tornadoes keeping the star of the Mountaineers in check in a lot of ways, Hampton, but trail 15-5.
Yeah, it seems to have been a big defensive quarter. Not many points scored by either team.
Well, stick with us. We'll have quarter number two coming in just a few moments, and glad you're able to join us for this edition of Brevard College Women's Basketball. Back here at the Boschmer Gymnasium, quarter number two underway, Berea versus Brevard. And Green. Here's Thompson. Tornadoes trying to come back from what was a 13-point deficit. Offensive rebound by Taisha Washington. Having her back on the court has been the highlight thus far for the Tornadoes. 5 on the shot clock. Green lets it fly. Offensive rebound pulled down by Combs. Vanover for Berea. She's the leading scorer for the Mountaineers with 6 points. Taisha Washington leads the Tornadoes with 3. Williams. Here's Hampton in the corner. Hampton held to 0 for 4 shooting from the field in that first quarter. And then a foul on Williams, who was defending Hampton very tightly, maybe just a little too tight. And first foul of the afternoon for Williams. Berea basketball once again. .8:51 to play, period number 2. Ledford checks back in for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes really struggled from the field in that first quarter. 2 of 12. That's just 17%. Held Berea to 28% shooting, 5 of 18. 8:30 to play here, quarter number 2. Ledford trying to get Tornadoes offense organized. Here's Victoria Green from 3. It's good. Victoria Green and the Tornadoes with their first 3-pointer after starting the game 0 for 7.
Tornadoes finally beating the defensive pressure of Berea.
In what was once a 13-point advantage for Berea, the lead has been cut to 7 after that Victoria Green 3-pointer. Great to see that from Victoria Green, the junior from Virginia. 8:15 to play here, quarter number 2. A tie up there underneath Berea's basket. Possession arrow with the Mountaineers. 8:03 to play here, quarter number 2, and Tornadoes, after a very slow start, have seemed to start to get their footing a little bit here. Nice finish there, strong finish from the reserve Bethany Williams out of Newport, Tennessee, the senior, with a tough basket there. 7:45 to play. Williams splits 2 defenders, now taking on 2 more defenders. Going coast to coast there was Destiny Williams, unable to finish. And then a foul there. Green got tangled up with Hampton. Now, Hampton hasn't done much offensively. However, she's drawn a lot of fouls. She's gonna, been active at times, and I guess it's a testament to how tightly the Tornadoes are defending her.
Yeah, they cannot afford for Hampton to start to go off. Tornadoes have done a great job of defending her so far.
Yeah, her only damage has been done from the free throw line so far. They've held her scoreless from the field. And as we mentioned at the top of the telecast, 21.6 per game she's averaging, and a 3-point percentage of 55%. 7:20 to play here. Here's Hampton, guarded by Williams. Williams has done most of the work versus Hampton so far this afternoon. Hampton now pulls up for 3. Williams got in her face, however. Another offensive rebound for Berea, then a second chance point. Now Berea offensive rebounds, that's 7. So certainly something I can imagine Coach Donald Hudson's going to want to tighten up for the Tornadoes. And then there's the first field goal of the afternoon for Hampton. Tornadoes suffering a bit after giving up that second chance point opportunity. Going to have to work on securing those defensive rebounds. But meanwhile, another steal here for Berea, and here comes Hampton. She's double teamed, and Hampton will get another trip to the free throw line. You can see that strong take. Shakira Thompson did her best to try to block that shot, maybe even force a tie-up, but Hampton will get another trip to the free throw line. She's 3 for 4 from the line so far this afternoon. And a timeout from head coach Donald Hudson. So an opportunity here for Coach Hudson to get his squad organized. Been an exciting game so far. Adam, member of the men's soccer team. Great to see the student section back here at the Boshaber Gymnasium. School back in session. Last week was the first week back at school, so want to welcome all the students back, and everybody feeling pretty good heading into 2020 this season on the athletic side.
Yeah, it's good to be back, and it's good to see a packed gym here.
Yeah, we had a couple games here while the winter break was still going on, and while the fans who aren't students try to get the place as loud as possible, just not the same when the students aren't here. Here's Hampton at the free throw line. First free throw up and good. And second free throw good as well. So after the Tornadoes cut the lead down to 7, just like that, the Mountaineers have matched their largest lead of the afternoon. A 13-point advantage, 21-8, 6:15 to play. Here's Ledford. Williams with the pull-up. It's no good. Strong rebound there by Love. Hampton with the strong take. And Hampton from the left side that time with the fast break layup. And Hampton heating up is the one thing the Tornadoes really didn't want to see happen. And she's starting to do exactly that. Tried to get it done on the defensive end there, trying to poke that away from Thompson. Ends up out of bounds. Tornadoes basketball. Ledford. Here's Taisha Washington. Her 2020 debut. Taisha Washington after recovering from a hand injury. Thompson. Here's Ledford. 6 on the shot clock. Ledford finds Williams underneath. She's double teamed. Block shot there by Lanham. And it's going to be a shot clock violation for the Tornadoes. Unable to hit rim during that possession. So 5:22 left to play here. Quarter number 2. And Tornadoes trying to come back from what is the largest lead of the afternoon at the moment for Berea. Jumper there is good. Destiny Love, sophomore from Bardstown, Kentucky. So now a 17-point lead. Washington. 2-3 zone defense for the Mountaineers now. 12 on the shot clock for Washington and the Tornadoes. Five on the shot clock. Ledford for 3, just off the front rim. Rebounded by Love. Here comes Hampton. Pushing the tempo once again. Pump fake there from Barnes. Three-pointer from Parker's no good. Another offensive rebound for Berea. And it's going to be a traveling violation by Kristen Barnes. Deja Riddick now checks in. Ledford to the bench. So for the Tornadoes, Bree Ware, Taisha Washington, Deja Riddick, Shakira Thompson, and Destiny Williams, the 5 on the court. Washington trying to reset the Tornado offense. Here's Riddick. Williams pull-up jumper from the baseline's no good. Washington fights for the rebound. Tried to get a timeout called as she was falling backwards. Ends up being a traveling violation on Taisha Washington. .3:45 to play here until intermission. Tornadoes trailing by 17. Here's Hampton. Three-pointer by Lanham's no good. Fight for the rebound. Williams comes up with it. Williams now. Tornadoes have numbers. Williams dishes it to Riddick. Riddick with the finish. It's good. Deja Riddick. Beautiful piece of transition offense there for the Tornadoes. Destiny Williams going coast to coast, and then Magic Johnson style finding a streaking Deja Riddick along the right side. The finish by Riddick and one, and now chance for a three-point play for Deja Riddick. So perhaps that was the spark that the Tornadoes needed to start a comeback here, and the three-point play is converted by Deja Riddick. 3:22 to play here, quarter number 2.
Yeah, the Tornadoes seem to be finding some momentum on offense in the second quarter. And they've been playing good defense. It's just the defensive rebounds they need to get better at.
Yeah, another offensive rebound there for Berea, and a second chance opportunity that they make the Tornadoes pay once again. That I would imagine would be a point of emphasis for head coach Donald Hudson, during intermission to try to clean that up, because if it's not for those second chance opportunities, this is very much a different ball game in terms of difference of points. Here's Ware. Thompson from downtown. It's good. Shakira Thompson been waiting to get her going from three-pointer land, and she did exactly that. And then Thompson getting it done on the defensive side. How often do you see that? A big play on the offensive end and then coming back with some momentum defensively. Shakira Thompson a couple games ago hit 7 3-pointers in a game, one shy of the single-game record here at Brevard College, owned by Anna Lee Bullinger. And Thompson, when she gets hot, watch out. Stolen away there by Williams. Williams now pushing the tempo coast to coast. Destiny Williams. Riddick able to get the offensive rebound and then keep it in bounds. Finds Seymour. Seymour now resetting the offense. Great job there by Riddick. Riddick from three. It's good. Seymour to Riddick. Riddick has scored the last 6 for the Tornadoes, and the Tornadoes have cut this deficit to 10 points with 2:18 to play here, quarter number 2. Riddick, another exciting member of this Tornadoes squad this season, and great to see her heating up. She actually leads the Tornadoes entering this game with 11.9 points per game, and has really shined this last minute or so.
Yeah, in this second quarter, the Tornadoes' transition to offense has been very fast, not letting the Mountaineers get set, and that's how they scored their last 6 points.
Yeah, Deja Riddick, the junior from Norfolk, Virginia. 2:10 to play here, quarter number 2. Vanover, guarded tightly by Davis. You can see the aggressive Tornado defense. And another offensive board, however, for Berea. It's been a real Achilles heel for the Tornadoes. And then a foul in the act of shooting a three-pointer. Barnes will go to the line to shoot 3 shots. Kristen Barnes, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Barnes 9 of 13 from the free throw line, so doesn't have a lot of attempts this season. Going to have 3 of them right here. First free throw is good from Barnes. 1:52 to play here, quarter number 2 at the Boshemer Gymnasium here on the campus of Brevard College. And Barnes makes all 3 free throws. .145 to play here. Seymour pushing the action. and one. Count the basket. Melvia Seymour, the exciting newcomer for the Tornadoes, the sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, going coast to coast with the finish and one. So you're right, Adam. The fast break offense and the high tempo offense seems to be what's working best for the Tornadoes. So some substitutes for the Tornadoes. The 5 on the court for the Tornadoes: Seymour, Williams, Davis, Ware, and Thompson. Meanwhile, here's Vanover running the point for Berea, and Vanover will draw a foul. Foul on Ware. 5th team foul for the Tornadoes. First on Ware. And Vanover, the trip to the free throw line. The sophomore from Richmond, Kentucky, Madison Central High School, misses the front end of the 2-shot opportunity. Second free throw up and good. So 90 seconds left to play. Destiny Love checks in for Berea. And Berea showing some of that full court pressure once again. Seymour bringing the ball up, and a foul on Berea. Berea with several fouls to give here, just their 3rd team foul. Here's Seymour again. 1:20 to play on the game clock before halftime. Ware, Williams, Seymour. .12 on the shot clock. Williams with the mid-range jumper. It's no good. Here comes Berea on the attack. We're under 1 minute to play now, quarter number 2. Crossover dribble for Combs. Ware able to keep right with her. Here's Williams. And then from the corner, 3-pointers no good by Parker, but another offensive rebound for Berea. Combs that time. Combs unable to convert. Seymour comes flying in for the defensive rebound. We have 35 seconds on the game clock and a 12-second differential between game and shot clock. Here's Williams, corner 3, in and out. Krista Davis pulls down the strong rebound. And nice job there by Krista Davis on the offensive glass, showing some of that power down low. Still another foul to give. Still under the limit is Berea, so it'll be Tornado ball underneath. 24 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock, so a 3.9 second difference between game and shot clock to be exact. Elena Perez in the game now for the Tornadoes. 12 on the shot clock, 16 on the game clock. Here's Williams. Thompson pumps, fakes, mid-range jumper. It's no good. Ball bounces out of bounds. 7.8 on the game clock, 4 on the shot clock. Shot clock now off. So Berea with one last opportunity here at the end of the second quarter. Block shot by the Tornadoes. Still Berea basketball, 0.3 on the game clock. And buzzer beater will not count. And at halftime, your score, Berea 31, Brevard 19. Stick around for some halftime numbers and then the second half of action, USA South Conference women's basketball. Halftime here at the Moshmer Gymnasium, where Berea leads Brevard 31-19. Berea led by as many as 17 points. Brevard has not led this afternoon. Brevard led by Deja Riddick with 6 points, 3 points for Taisha Washington in her debut this season after the hand injury, 3 points for Victoria Green, 5 points for Shakira Thompson, and 2 for Melvia Seymour. Berea led by 2 players with 9 points, Vanover and Hampton. Hampton averaging nearly 22 a game, held to 9 points in that first half, 0 for 2 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Also scoring for Berea, Combs with 3, Lanham with 3, Barnes with 3, Williams and Love each with 2. Berea shot 30% from the field, just 1 of 9 from three-point range. So Tornadoes doing a good job keeping Berea in check as far as their perimeter shooting goes. Berea did go to the free throw line 13 times, making 10 free throws. Tornadoes struggled from the field, 23% shooting, 7 of 30. Did hit 3 3-pointers and just 3 trips to the free throw line, 2 of 3. Tornadoes with 11 points off 5 Berea turnovers. Now, a big point of emphasis we'd imagine in that halftime talk from head coach Donald Hudson would be offensive rebounds and limiting those for Berea. Berea had 14 of those, leading to 15 second chance points in that first half. Underway now, Tornadoes with the ball first. Here's Davis in the low block. Williams for 3, it's no good. Riddick pulls down the rebound there. Just underway here, Riddick, pull-up jumper on the fast break, it's no good, rebounded by Hampton. Hampton with the pull-up jumper. Both teams just running coast to coast. Neither able to convert here in the early goings of this third quarter. And a foul on Hampton of the Mountaineers. Ledford trying to organize the Tornado offense. Here's Thompson. Ledford. Riddick. Ledford beats her defender off the dribble, takes it herself. Mountaineers coming back the other way. Here's Hampton. Hampton now defended by Riddick. Williams did a nice job on Hampton for much of that first half. Now Riddick matching up with her defensively. Seven on the shot clock. 3-pointer there is good. Lanham now with 6 points. She also has 8 rebounds. Able to drain that 3. It's a 15-point advantage for the USA South Conference West Division leading Berea Mountaineers. 8:05 to play here, quarter number 3. Riddick. Ledford. Here's Riddick again on the wing. 5 on the shot clock. Davis finds an open Thompson. Thompson lets it fly from 3, and it's good. Shakira Thompson with her second 3-pointer of the afternoon, now with a team best 8 points. Great job by Krista Davis finding the open Thompson. So credit the assist to Davis. Yeah, finish there from Hampton.
Yeah, good floater put up by Hampton.
Hampton now in double digits with 11 points, leading all scorers. 7:25 to play here. Thompson beats her defender off the dribble, then amongst the trees, and a finish by Thompson. So the last 5 points for the Tornadoes, all scored by Shakira Thompson. She's starting to heat up, now with 9 points. Mountaineers swinging the ball around the perimeter. 10 on the shot clock. Hampton defended by Riddick. Hampton then takes Riddick off the dribble, and the finish by Hampton. Hampton now with 13 points and a timeout called by head coach Donald Hudson. And a 30-second timeout as Tornadoes will regroup here. Now, Tornadoes women's basketball will be back in action on Wednesday, a road trip to DeMorris, Georgia versus Piedmont. And then back here at home this Saturday, a week from today, the 25th, 2 p.m. versus Huntington College. So hope to see you 1 week from today here at the Boshemer Gymnasium. Always a fun afternoon of basketball watching the Brevard College women's team. Here's Williams, Ledford. Williams hands it off to Riddick. 12 on the shot clock. Thompson pulled up her dribble, finds Riddick, and into the passing lane, stolen away by Vanover. Nice job, quick hands there by Williams. Williams and Hampton then scramble for it. Hampton comes up with it. And then through the legs of Thompson, little out of control there. Now the referees will discuss whether that actually touched Thompson on the way out. See whose ball it's going to be here, and it's going to remain Mountaineers basketball. Kind of a nutmeg type play that you see in soccer, right, Adam?
Yeah, right through the legs.
But ends up grazing Thompson, and it's going to be Mountaineers basketball underneath. Just 14 on the shot clock, 6:11 on the game clock in the third quarter. Crowd and Tornado bench wanted a backcourt violation there after Vanover touched it, and then the ball headed into the backcourt, and then a foul underneath. And heading to the free throw line is going to be Green. Green, the senior from Lexington, Kentucky, Henry Clay High School. And the free throw good from Green. So under 6 minutes to play here, quarter number 3. 8-5 advantage here in the third quarter so far for Berea. Foul there on Vanover, her first. Team foul number 2. Williams one bound underneath from the side. Here's Ledford. Williams back to Ledford. Williams, long 2, it's no good. Here comes Berea the other way. Combs, pull up, good. 41-24 now your score, 5:25 to play here.
Mountaineers have now tied their biggest lead with 17 points.
Riddick, turnaround jumper, no good, but she was fouled on the play, so a trip to the free throw line for Deja Riddick. Riddick with 6 points in that first half, and the leading scorer thus far this season for the Tornadoes, the junior from Norfolk, Virginia, Maury High School. And Taisha Washington checks back in. Her first look here in the second half, and Washington, after missing every game this season until this afternoon, great to see her back on the court after recovering from that hand injury thus far this season, but she's back, so great to have Taisha Washington, who started at point guard pretty much the whole season last year. Parker. And down low, Combs tightly defended by Williams, and Combs will go to the free throw line. Foul number 2 on Williams, team foul number 2. Avery Lockwood checks in for Krista Davis. Also checking in is Elena Perez. She replaces Destiny Williams. So the 5 on the court for the Tornadoes: Avery Lockwood, Elena Perez, Taisha Washington, Shakira Thompson, and Deja Riddick. Free throw here for Combs, the freshman from Louisville, Kentucky. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Riddick. Here's Washington. Washington double teamed. Showing some of that fancy dribbling, Taisha Washington. Riddick comes up with it. Here's Perez. 10 on the shot clock. Lockwood. Nice look underneath. Lockwood finding Washington. Great interior passing for Avery Lockwood to find Taisha Washington. And Washington in good offensive position gets rewarded to a trip to the free throw line. She had 1 free throw attempt in the first half, made that one. And Taisha Washington heads to the free throw line to shoot 2 after missing the first 14 games plus a couple of exhibition games this season with the hand injury. Washington is back. Free throw good, and Tornadoes now trail by 15, 4:20 to play here. Quarter number 3. Vanover. Here's Parker. Vanover swinging it around to Williams. Williams takes Perez off the dribble. Vanover trying to beat Riddick, and a turnover traveling violation on Vanover. Tornadoes basketball. 4:03 to play here, quarter number 3. And a foul there. 5 team fouls, so Tornadoes able to head to the line. Perez with a chance to get on the board in the scoring column for the Tornadoes. And the first free throw is good for Perez. Elena Perez, senior from Zephyr Hills, Florida. Zephyr Hills High School. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Combs. 3:55 to play here, quarter number 3. Combs going coast to coast, unable to finish. Tornadoes have done a much better job protecting that defensive glass here in this third quarter. However, that time, the Mountaineers able to create a jump ball situation and possession arrow in favor of the Mountaineers. Victoria Green and Destiny Williams check in. So now Green, Williams, Washington, Perez, and Lockwood for the Tornadoes. Foul there on Williams, and heading to the line will be Combs. First free throw good for Combs. Second free throw good as well. Love checks in for the Mountaineers. You can hear a pin drop here at the Boschmer Gymnasium suddenly. Tornadoes see if they can generate some excitement, wake up this crowd a little bit. 3:35 to play here, quarter number 3. Perez, Green. Here's Washington, 10 on the shot clock. Washington pulls up for 3, just off the front rim, rebounded by Vanover. 3:20 to play here, period number 3 at the Boschmer Gymnasium. Missed there by Combs. Washington fights for the defensive rebound, then a beautiful dribble. That'll wake up this crowd. Then a beautiful move there by Taisha Washington, coast to coast, the finish, the steal, beating defenders with the fancy dribbling, and then the finish from the left side, Taisha Washington, and suddenly the crowd is alive here at the Boshamer Gymnasium. Three-pointer off the mark there by Leah Parker, and who else? Taisha Washington with the defensive rebound.
Tornadoes doing a much better job with defensive rebounds here in this third quarter.
Big improvement after giving up 14 offensive boards in the first half to Berea. Three-pointer from the corner from Washington off the mark. Combs with the rebound. 2:15 to play here, quarter number 3. Fast break opportunity converted there by Vanover. She's now in double figures scoring as well. 46-30 your score, under 2 minutes to play here at the Boshamer Gymnasium. Washington threading the needle to find Riddick down low, and then the finish by Riddick. And one. Strong take by Riddick. The finish and one. Credit the assist to Taisha Washington. Washington just thread the needle there to find Riddick in that heavy traffic, and then Riddick able to convert for the finish. Now a three-point opportunity for Riddick, junior from Norfolk, Virginia. Shot is up and good, so Tornadoes, as of late, looking much better in these last few minutes of the third quarter. Now trailing by 13. So have cut into the deficit substantially here. Vanover missing from the paint, rebounded by Lockwood. So Tornadoes able to continue this scoring run here perhaps. Here's Riddick. Green. Riddick. Here's Perez, 12 on the shot clock. Riddick for three, it's good. Deja Riddick. And the Tornadoes have cut the deficit to 10 points.
Yeah, they're chipping away at that lead. A minute remaining in this third quarter.
Really nicely done for the Tornadoes these last couple minutes. And another stop there, a turnover for Berea. And just like that, the Tornadoes now with an opportunity to cut the deficit into single digits. Riddick. Here's Ledford. Ledford setting up the offense. 45 seconds to play here, quarter number 3. Riddick in the paint, finds Lockwood. Lockwood unable to finish, and Lockwood battles for the offensive rebound. Perez with another chance, and then the finish by Elena Perez. Tornadoes now giving Berea a taste of their own medicine with the offensive glass. It's a single-digit deficit until that. What an answer by Kristen Barnes, the three-pointer, to get the lead back to 11 for Berea after the Tornadoes cut it to 8 after the Perez finish. Meanwhile, this quarter is about to come to an end. 8 seconds to play here, quarter number 3. Lockwood on the pass from Riddick, kept it in bounds. Vanover with a desperation heave. It's no good, but an exciting last couple minutes of action here in the third quarter. Tornadoes cut it all the way down to 8 points, but then a three-pointer by Barnes stretched the lead back to 11. And at the end of 3 quarters, your score, Berea 49, Tornadoes 38. So after an exciting conclusion of that third quarter, back to action here in the fourth quarter, 49-38. Tornadoes trail Berea, and then a three-pointer from the corner by Taryn Ledford with the kiss off the glass. You don't see that too often from a corner three. Tough to even get the backboard on that angle, but Ledford able to do it, and then a steal by Lockwood. The Tornadoes have cut the deficit to 8 points. Thompson for three, shot is blocked. Looked like Combs with that block shot, and then the other way, Hampton on the attack. Hampton will head to the free throw line. Hampton with a team best 13 points, leading the Tornadoes. Also with 13 is Deja Riddick. Shakira Thompson has 10 points. Bailey Vanover has 11 for Berea. Now Berea in the first half had 14 offensive rebounds, just one in that third quarter. So big improvement in that area. So after giving up 15 second chance points, Berea just with 2 second chance points in that third quarter. Vanover, meanwhile, makes a couple free throws. It's now a 10-point advantage. Tornadoes ended that third quarter on an 8-0 run. Then a three-pointer by Ledford to start the fourth quarter. Now trailing by 10. So the Tornadoes have completely turned around their fortunes after trailing by as many as 17 points with that strong third quarter. Outscored Berea 19-18 in the period. 8:50 to play here, quarter number 4. Here's Hampton. Defended by Riddick. Davis showing some defensive prowess, making things difficult on Hampton, and now the rebound by Davis. That's another example of what in the first half Berea was pulling down those type of rebounds. That time Davis able to clear out the defensive glass. 8:20 to play here, quarter number 4, Ledford. Pick from Davis, Ledford now in the paint, and the finish for Taryn Ledford. A shooter's touch there on the rim, the finish by Ledford, and now a trip to the free throw line. So Ledford did not score through the first 3 quarters, already has 5 points here in quarter number 4. Misses the free throw, scramble out of bounds. It'll be Mountaineers basketball. Taisha Washington checks back in for the Tornadoes. Ledford rushing back to the locker room. Ledford does play with a knee brace, perhaps an adjustment there. Meanwhile, 8:05 to play here, quarter number 4. Here's Combs. And not in the act of shooting. A foul on the floor on Washington. Team foul number 2. First foul for Washington. Combs. Ten on the shot clock for the Mountaineers. Here's Combs against Riddick. In the finish for Destiny Combs, who now has 10 points. Strong finish there for Combs. Foul on Riddick, her 3rd. So 11-point lead now for the Mountaineers. Here's Victoria Green. Thompson. Washington from way downtown. It's no good. Here's Hampton, guarded by Washington. Barnes, and a foul on the floor. Victoria Green, her third foul. And it'll be Tornado basketball after that turnover. So 7:06 to play here, quarter number 4. Substitute for Berea is Vanover, 11 points. Now just over 3 minutes have been played here, quarter number 4. Riddick, jump stop, unable to finish there. 6:40 to play here in regulation. Here's Vanover, guarded by Thompson. Vanover takes it herself. Help defense by Davis made things very uncomfortable there for Vanover. It'll remain Mountaineers basketball. 17 on the shot clock. Destiny Williams checks back in for the Tornadoes. Victoria Green heads to the bench. 6:34 to play here, quarter number 4. Here's Vanover. Hampton. A fight for the rebound. Bodies flying all over, and it'll be a foul against the Mountaineers.
Looked to have been a push from Combs.
Just a little too aggressive there was Combs. Just her first foul. Team foul number 2 here in the fourth quarter. 6:18 to play. Taisha Washington. See if the Tornadoes can get another push here after that 8-0 run at the end of the third quarter. Made things interesting. Davis. Williams beats her defender off the dribble. And the finish by Destiny Williams. Been waiting to get Williams going all game long. Believe it or not, that's her first points of the afternoon. Destiny Williams, one of the more prolific offensive players for the Tornadoes. See if she can get things going here in the fourth quarter. And a timeout on the court. It's going to be a full timeout with your score. Berea 54, Brevard 45. Back to action here at the Boshemer Gymnasium. Williams at the line for Berea. Makes 2 free throws there, taking an 11-point lead. Tornadoes have been led by Deja Riddick with 13 points. Shakira Thompson with 10. Taisha Washington has 7 points. Hampton with 15. Vanover and Combs each with 11 for the Mountaineers. 2-3 defense. Zone defense for the Mountaineers as Washington leading the attack for the Tornadoes. Here's Williams, 7 on the shot clock. Thompson, here's Riddick, corner 3, it's good. Credit the assist to Thompson and the basket for Deja Riddick. The 3-pointer gives her a game-high 16 points. Tornadoes have cut the deficit back into single digits, now trailing by 9. Hampton taking on 2 Tornado defenders. And it's going to be an over-the-back violation. So once again, Tornado's doing a great job protecting that defensive glass after allowing 14 offensive rebounds in the first half, have allowed just 2 in the second half. In that time, Riddick had such good position, she was able to draw the foul against Berea. Riddick takes the ball underneath for the inbounds for the Tornadoes. Here's Thompson. Tornadoes have an opportunity to get closer here than they have all afternoon since the first quarter. Here's Thompson. Riddick. Back to Thompson. Thompson. Underneath to Davis. Davis on the low block. It's no good. 4:50 to play here, quarter number 4. Ten on the shot clock for the Mountaineers. Here's Combs. 5 on the shot clock. And stolen away there by Washington. Washington on the fast break. She's got numbers behind her. Takes it herself. The finish for Taisha Washington. 9 points now in her return. And the Tornadoes have cut the deficit to 7 points. Closest the Tornadoes have been since the first quarter.
4 minutes remain in this last quarter.
What a push here by the Tornadoes. End of the third, start of the fourth. Tornadoes trailed by as many as 17 points, now trailed by just 7. Berea has led this entire ball game and stretched their lead to as many as 17 back in the second quarter, but the Tornadoes have chipped away and cut the deficit to 7. Meanwhile, trip to the free throw line here for Vanover, and she misses from the line. Second free throw for Vanover is true. So an 8-point advantage now for Berea. And now here comes the full court pressure. Washington smartly finds Riddick. Riddick up ahead, picked up by Williams. And Williams will head to the free throw line. Nice job there. Williams finding the loose ball, taking it strong to the hoop, and then a trip to the free throw line. We mentioned Williams 0 points through the first 3 quarters and has a chance to add to her point total here. She scored a bucket earlier here in the fourth quarter. And see if Williams can perhaps be the difference down the stretch here. First free throw good for Williams. Second free throw up and no good. Battle for the rebound off the missed free throw comes up the Mountaineers' way. 3:42 to play here in regulation. We have a 7-point ball game here at the Boshamer Gymnasium. A very successful Berea squad here. They're leading the West Division of the USA South Conference. In fact, Berea entering today 7-0 in conference play. Riding a 9-game winning streak is Berea. So a lot at stake here. Second free throw up and good, so it's an 8-point advantage now and a timeout on the court. With your score, Berea 58, Brevard 50. 3 minutes, 27 seconds left to play here, quarter number 4. An 8-point ball game in a game that Berea led by as many as 17. Washington, here's Riddick. Thompson from downtown. It's good off the glass from way downtown, almost NBA distance there for Shakira Thompson, and it's a 5-point ball game, folks, 58-53. The Tornadoes have stormed all the way back. And a foul on the floor. Vanover doing a nice job creating the offense there, and will be rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. Vanover's 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. She's 5 of 11 from the field, 12 points so far this afternoon. Each team with 5 team fouls here in the fourth quarter. 2:44 to play here, 5-point ball game. Free throw by Vanover is no good. Vanover entering this game a awfully good free throw shooter, 75% for the season. Struggled a bit from the line this afternoon, now 3 of 6 for the line, 13 points. So 2:40 to play here, 6-point ball game. Taisha Washington running the point for the Tornadoes. Riddick finds Krista Davis underneath, and it's going to be a 3-second violation on the Tornadoes. Certainly not what the Tornadoes wanted on that possession. Now 11 turnovers for Brevard. 12:25 to play here, quarter number 4. Vanover is going to take her time running the half-court set, use the clock to Berea's advantage here perhaps. Hampton back to Vanover. Vanover guarded by Thompson. Here's Lanham guarded by Williams. Lanham behind the back dribble, then picks up her dribble. Here's Combs. 4 on the shot clock, 3 on the shot clock, 2 on the shot clock. Hampton up with it, and she beats the shot clock. Hampton now with 17 points to lead all scorers, and that was a big bucket there for Berea. Now up by 8 points with 1:45 to play here, quarter number 4. Davis. Taisha Washington from downtown. It's no good. Offensive rebound by Deja Riddick. So another chance here for the Tornadoes, who are trailing by 8 with 1:30 to play here, quarter number 4. Washington finds Davis. Davis tried the give and go back to Riddick and stolen away by Berea. Now the Tornadoes may want to think about fouling. 1:15 to play here, down by 8. Instead, they're going to try to get a defensive stop, it looks like. Hampton. And then a foul with 14 on the shot clock, 1:09 on the game clock. Riddick fouls Hampton. Tornadoes trying that trapping defense, trying to come up with a turnover. And that'll do it for Deja Riddick, her 5th foul, so she will foul out with 15 points. 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Also a team best 9 rebounds. So good all-around performance for the leading scorer of the Tornadoes, Deja Riddick, but she will have to sit out the remaining 109 of this game. And if we were to go to overtime, sit that out as well after fouling out. Free throw there by Hampton's good. 109 to play here, 10-point lead for Berea. Second free throw for Hampton, up and good. So Tornadoes had cut this deficit to 5. Berea now back on top by 10. 1:02 to play here. Washington. Here's Williams. Washington, check that, Thompson for 3. Rebounded by Berea. Strong rebound underneath there by Green. Her 9th of the contest. And a timeout on the court with your score. Berea 63, Brevard 53, 53 seconds. And back here at the Boshemer Gymnasium, 53 seconds left to play. Hampton draws the foul and will go to the free throw line. Hampton with a game-high 17 points. We talked about containing Hampton as a key. Actually, she's below her season average, but has certainly made an impact at times.
Yeah, not very far off.
Victoria Green checks in for the Tornadoes. Also, Bree Ware in the game. So Ware, Green, Washington, Williams, and Thompson for the Tornadoes. Missed free throw there for Hampton. Hampton, one of the more exciting players in the USA South at the moment, this freshman. And second free throw is good. So 11-point lead now for Berea. Under 50 seconds left to play. Washington. Here's Williams. Williams in the paint, draws 3 defenders, finds an open Washington. It's no good. Offensive rebound by Bree Ware. Here's Green. Williams, 30 on the game clock. Defended well there by Berea. And shot clock is off, and Berea is going to come away with what's going to be their 10th straight win, and they will remain undefeated, now 8-0 in the USA South Conference. But a lot to feel good about if you're the Tornadoes, if you're looking at the game within the game. Trailed by as many as 17, came back, cut this game to 5, and made a lot of improvements compared to that first half, especially on that offensive glass. So your final score, Berea 64, Brevard 53. Hang with us. We'll bring you all the final stats and a recap of this afternoon's action. Stick with us here at the Boshemer Gymnasium. Your final score here at the Boshemer Gymnasium, Berea 64, Brevard 53. Berea was led by Hampton with 20 points. Vanover had 13. Combs had 11. Also in the scoring column, Lanham and Barnes with 6 points, and Williams with 5, Love with 2, and Green with 1. Tornadoes were led in the scoring column by Deja Riddick. She ended up fouling out, but she had 15 points and 10 rebounds, so a double-double for Deja Riddick. 13 points for Shakira Thompson, 9 points for Taisha Washington, 5 points for Taryn Ledford, 3 points for Destiny Williams and Victoria Green. Also, Melvia Seymour had a field goal for 2 points. Now, Tornadoes on the glass. We mentioned Deja Riddick with the 10 rebounds. Also, 4 rebounds for Washington and 4 rebounds for Destiny Williams. Tornadoes shot 32% from the field, 7 of 28 from 3 points line, that's 25%, and 8 of 13, 62% from the free throw line. Berea, 35% from the field, 25% from beyond the arc, and 25 of 34. A lot of trips to the free throw line for Berea, especially in that second half, 74%. Now, Berea had 16 offensive rebounds, 14 of which came in the first half. So Tornadoes with a great halftime adjustment to hold them to just 2 offensive rebounds in the second half. And the Tornadoes trailed by as many as 17 points in the second quarter, cut the deficit all the way to 5 points. Were able to put together a 8-point scoring run at the end of the third quarter, then got hot also at the start of the fourth quarter to really cut into that Berea advantage. However, Berea pulled away late and ends up with the 64-53 win. Next up for the Tornadoes, a road trip at Piedmont in Demorest, Georgia this Wednesday at 6 p.m. And then back here at the Boshamer Gymnasium on Saturday, January 25th versus Huntington. Tuesday, January 28th, the Tornadoes will host Covenant at 5:30 p.m. here at the Boshamer Gymnasium. So hope to see you out here at the Boshamer Gymnasium. Just 3 home games left, believe it or not, and hopefully we can see you here for one of those here at the Boshamer Gymnasium. Well, do want to thank all those who helped us behind the scenes. Great crew we had with us here at the Boshamer Gymnasium. First and foremost, Adam Spencer provided some color commentary for us. We also had Jamarcus Walker, Jocelyn Falkers, Dante Anderson, Quint Jackson, and Joseph Marvin, Assistant Sports Information Director, helping us out here as well. Well, folks, hope to see you back here at the Boshamer Gymnasium for the next edition of Brevard College women's basketball. Meanwhile, the Tornadoes men's basketball team's on the road today at Pfeiffer. Stay tuned to @BC Tornadoes for updates on that one, and we will hopefully see you at a Brevard College Tornadoes athletic event sometimes real soon. Your final score for the final time, Berea 64, Brevard 53. Have a very pleasant rest of your Saturday.